Last year we got a ship teaser for the year 2025, and there are some which have been clearly long awaited by the player base, from small to medium to large to sub-capital class and capital class. The teaser also suggested that part of 2025 will be base building. Core component of that is the drones. And so we get to the medical ship in the teaser. This medium to large medical ship, the RSI Apollo. There are actually two variants of this ship, the Apollo Triage and the Apollo Medivac. The core component for them both was supposed to be medical drones. So we are pretty much online with base building drones, medical drones, and possibly other future drones as well. To my knowledge, these drones are mainly supposed to collect the downed bodies of players or NPCs. Now back to the Apollo Medivac and Triage. To my knowledge, they both will be available for players, but there used to be some special badge or token for a Medivac variant. At the moment, I believe there is no limitation set on it, at least for the time being. Thus, most of us can obtain these ships, and that badge might serve another purpose in the future. I believe there will be no limitations because both of these ships have been for sale for the longest time. But what would be the difference between these two medical ships? Because visually both of these Apollo medical ships appear rather similar, and no one would really say there is much of a difference. Yet they are very similar. The Apollo Medivac can land into hotspots and is capable of taking even heavier beatings than the Apollo Triage. There will probably be some mobility differences between these two types of the same ship. But other than that, the armor and few weapons, they are mainly going to be the same. One of the key sales features, of course, has been the medical drones, and both of these variants are supporting these as well. The drones are intended to cover an area. How big it will be, up for debate. Possibly, I think it could be a rather large area, and recover players who have been downed safely from the ship, thus providing low risk for the medical crew operating on the ship, perhaps even no risk. Because usually when somebody does need a medical rescue, we will need to make our way there on foot, at least to an extent. And even different things can happen. This could be a relatively safe way for medical players to enjoy their content. If you just want a medical ship with a medical bed, there are other options and reasonably good picks. From small single-person medical rescue vehicles to capital ships providing medical bed options. It is clear that the Pisces C8R, or the Pisces Rescue, won't be the medical ship flying all over the star system providing long-range medical support. Instead of that, we have the Terrapin and Cutlass Red for the time being. Perhaps in some case even Ursa Medivac stored at the cargo bay of a larger ship. But these are just the medical focused ships with a bed, and that is where the Apollo will provide new and interesting solutions for this support role. I also want to state that it is possible Apollo won't come with medical drones right away, but this seems relatively unlikely, as they have stated several times that they want this ship to come with the drones right away, plus we are getting the base building drones, so there seems to be a theme towards these features, and thus it is very possible that we will get them. The real question now is where does this ship fit in? Because there are not too many medical beacons active at all time. Could there be more than player rescue missions, which could provide content for this medical ship? Not to say that there won't be any use for this ship, but most likely we won't stumble upon a mission for medical rescue where 10 players have all been downed. Perhaps it could happen in a fun way like dynamic event where things utterly went sideways, and now this kind of a ship could support players who have been downed relatively easily. The bigger questions are, how can we use these drones? How will they operate? Can we access bunkers, buildings, places with them? It might be unlikely that they can fit through all the doors. It might be unlikely that they can operate an elevator, because I am expecting that there will be at least some limitations for them. I know many have been waiting for the Apollo medical ships. Some just for the drones, while others just wanting a big medical ship. We do have the Cutlass Red and even now the new Terrapin Medic. These are also variants of already existing ships, while the Apollo will be a brand new and only fixed and focused for medical use. This does not mean they won't make other variants of this ship in the future, but for the time being, it is meant to be the one and only unique style of rescue ship. It may not be the ship I want to see the most in the game, but it does have the drones feature which I truly would like to see operate and its use in the game. But from the teaser for this year, it is definitely among the top 3 of ships which I want to see. I would also like to make an assumption that this ship will be released somewhere around CitizenCon 2025, possibly before or after this event in one major patch. We do not know how useful it will be, but it will definitely be unique, and if it operates even reasonably well, I think it could be an elegant, interesting tool for the medical players. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching!